Today we're going to look at putting in these cheap speakers I got here off Amazon in the old Ranger. There she is. First we got to get the door panel off. For that, you got to take the window thing off. There's a little screw in there, and a little screw right there, and it just lifts right off. Alright, so the first thing you got to do, you got to get this window thing off. Use a screwdriver there, pop her up, both sides. That lifts off, takes a little torque bit. Comes a screw. And she just comes right off. Take this screw out. Now it's just got to lift up a little bit on your panel here. Okay. Put this off to the side. Now to take your speaker off. Just the Phillips head screw like that. After you get your screws out, you just, here's your speaker. Just pull on this clip here. She'll come out of there. And just pull that out. There's your connector. That's it. Old speaker's out. Now what's really cool is that the speakers came with this template. We gotta just cut that out and we're able to put that on and see exactly where the speakers and where the holes gotta go. And you're gonna have to peel off your, I'm gonna peel this guy off. Open her up. Just like that. Dirty. And now we can just put that in there like that. Trace our pattern, cut it out. Be good. We'll just wipe this off. Now I think we should play with this wiring before we go ahead and start cutting this out to make sure it's going to work. So we're going to want to cut this. What I would suggest to cut this back a little bit to leave enough room if you have to reconnect this guy again in case this all doesn't work. Here's nothing. Click. So we learned that the solid wire is your positive and the multicolor wire is your negative. We want to strip the coating off, so we got our fancy wire strippers here. Oh, there we go. Give that a little bit of a twist. Do that to both sides. So we're just going to put our wire connector on there like that. Take our fancy crimpers here. Just crimp these on. Okay. Just like that. Tight. Do the same to the other wire. Now we tried out our speaker and it works. And that looks like it's going to be good. So let's go ahead and cut out our circle. So you line up the center of your hole here as best you can. Take a little bit of tape here. Put your tape on. Now to transfer our holes, we're going to use a hammer and a punch. You just find the center of your hole there. Give it a little hit. Do that on all four of them. Now I found the best way to transfer a template line on, a little bit of spray paint. Just give that a little hit like that. Just like that. And when you pull off your template, there's a perfect cut line for you. I don't know what the best way to cut this out with, but I'm going to use a zip disc. Okay, now that we got our piece cut out, now you want to deburr it, so we'll just take this guy and we'll do a little bit of deburring. And now we got to drill new holes. And now we're just going to connect our wires here. Goes on, boom, boom. That in and put our screws back in. These screws in, just don't put them all the way in case you got to move this around until you get all 4 screws in. Here we got a little bit of spray on glue that we're going to use to help hold that inner shield on. Now we're just going to put our little plastic piece back up. Just like that. The glue's holding her in good. There we go. Okay, now we're going to put our door panel back on. Start by lining up the lock. And you just put your screws back in. Just like that. Window handle back on. Slide your cover back over. Give that a little bit of a hit. There we go. Okay, let's see if our window handle still works. Oh, that still works. Now let's see if the speaker works.